Hello, hello. Welcome. Hello. Hey, Pillow Drop. Welcome in. Welcome, everybody. Alright, cool. So, I'm just about all set up here. I'm going to be kind of continuing from what I was doing last week, which is working on this sort of like adoptable pngtuber. This sort of like pink demon girl. We have some gentle, cozy piano music for today. I want to try and go for kind of like a dark academia kind of vibe. That's like sort of what I feel like the aesthetic of the stream is. That's sort of what I'm aiming for. So I think that this like very gentle piano music is gonna play well into that. So yeah, I'm just gonna draw a little bit, relax. Pillow Drop, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well. I've had just a very relaxing day. I had a few random errands, and then I've also been working on some model art that I'm working on at the moment. I'm making a very cute goblin model at the moment. So I'm going to be eventually rigging it as well, which is very exciting, but for now I'm just about done the art. I did a little bit of that art on stream as well, and then I'm in the process of kind of dividing it up, which is a very labor-intensive process. It usually takes me a couple days just to kind of divide and format art. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. How are you doing? I hope everybody's doing good. You love the way the hair shimmers, thank you very much. Let's just start with working on the horns. Find that in all my layers here. I'll take a second to kind of get like reacclimatized to what I'm working on here, how I organize the document and everything. For example, where the heck are the horns? There they are. Pillage, you're good. You just got out of the shower and packed up all your essentials for travel. Okay, cool. That's good. That's good to get that all done. Okay, here's the color. You're transcribing music while you watch? That's very cool. What are you transcribing? Is it sort of guitar music? So I was kind of just messing around with the color of the horns last time. I'm going to try and get like a little bit more specific, make sure that's kind of like locked in. Briar, hello, welcome. Good to see you. Muse and you are searching through bread recipes for your bread maker. That's very exciting. Yeah, it's Anki music. Classic. Wow, bread. That's very cool. Is the bread maker new? Is it sort of a fun new project? Oh, I have to change my my screen. There we go. Get my blue light filter off of there. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna try and redo the horn color a little bit here and just play around with it. It might just be that horns are meant to be darker at the tips, although I think that's not how they are in real life, but we'll see. Caleb, what would you say your favorite species is to draw? I think like my favorite like animal species would be different from my favorite like sort of fantasy species. Like whether it's like, you know, demons or whatever. Those would definitely be different. I think in terms of like actual animals, I really, really love drawing any hooved animal. I love drawing like deer, sheep, that kind of thing. I really love sort of like horse-like creatures for sure. And Briar Muse says horses, yes. Muse is definitely not wrong about that. Yeah, I love to draw hooved animals, and I love to draw unicorns. That's probably my number one because I can sort of combine animals, hooved animals, with that. I can take like the parts that I really like from like all those different like deer and like horses and the different features and kind of like make something very cool and delicate. And then in terms of fantasy species, what do I like? I like drawing. I do draw a lot of just like cute tiefling or elf type characters, just cute girls. But I also love drawing monster species. I love orcs very much. I do love goblins. I love like bugbears, that kind of thing. So I definitely have a big soft spot for like monsters and like monster humanoids. When I'm doing my D&D character packs, those always end up being the most fun for me. Briar, you have a retro bread maker, but it's working well. I mean, that's awesome. Sometimes the retro stuff is like just way more solid, to be honest, much longer lasting. And Palindrop, you like gobbies? I assume that's goblins. And foxes. Oh my god, I love foxes too. And Briar, I've been on the bunny grind. Yeah, I'm always a bit on the bunny grind, to be sure. I do love drawing bunnies as well. I just like their ears as well. But that's the thing too about like unicorns or like magical creatures, is that like you can also put bunny ears on them. You can just put big bunny ears on anything you want. That's the magic of drawing. Seven, hey, welcome. So nice to see you. Briar, I have not done isometric lizard folk yet, actually. I have done bust style top down lizard folk. I did in my sort of like portrait style token sets, I did like a big sort of mixed like monster folk pack that I absolutely love. Some of my favorite little designs are in there, and there were lizard folk in that. There was kobolds as well, and I had a lot of fun differentiating between kobolds and lizard folk, and like making sure that they looked quite distinct, and that like you could look at them and see like whether they were a kobold or a lizard folk, just like based on how it sort of established that the species worked. So I did that, but isometric would be very, very fun. In Palindrop, you play a bunny boy in Final Fantasy. Yeah, the bunny boy species got so much hype, I remember. Everyone was so happy that there were bunny boys. And Briar's next D&D character is a lizard folk. It's hard to find proper art for one. Yeah, that makes sense. Lizard folk are one of those, like, I feel like they're kind of a rare playable race, partly because, like, they're kind of an obscure monster folk even. I feel like there's like enough kind of like draconic adjacent monster folk. Like there's so many sort of like lizardy or dragony humanoids. Like there's kobolds, of course, and there's like just dragon folk and like dragonborn, and like there's just like a lot of kind of like adjacent characters. There's like I can't remember what they're called, the snake people too. It's like a different type of sort of like reptile humanoid. So it's just like not the most like, it's like kind of a more niche type of like monster folk. Like it's not as like iconic as like some of the other monsters that people end up playing as player characters all the time. And Briars in D&D, they're evil, but you're playing homebrewed. Yeah, I don't abide by any of that like canonical like alignment associated with species. And in fact, I think that 2024 did away with that. Actually, even I think maybe Tashta's Cauldron of Everything or something did away with that as well. And we're like, this is a little loaded. It's a little bit racist of an implication. So I think that's like not. I've never allowed that in my game. 7, you just made your lizard folk character for if you ever join a Feywild campaign to be just a regular big lizard. Oh my god, I love that. There's so much to be said for just a regular animal but big. Briar, you homebrewed a shaman class, so he summons his dinosaur ancestor. Oh my god, okay, so this is you sort of like backdooring your way into being some sort of like a dinosaur. I can see. That's so funny. I love that though. Dinosaur summons is extremely cool. Payload, you're gonna lurk for a bit and then turn infinite. Thank you for existing. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for coming to my stream. Thank you for existing also. And yeah, of course, as always, feel free to lurk. This stream is very much like a co-working, drawing, hanging out, winding down kind of stream. Falling asleep to the stream kind of vibes. So yes, absolutely relax. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to lurk or relax in whatever way you need to. And Briar, this is our bro Stabios. Stabios licks on eyeball. Oh my god. Yeah, I should do some isometric lizard folk. I do need to decide what I'm gonna do for my like October sort of Halloween-y like Patreon rewards. I was thinking, because I did like a pirate ship map kind of recently, a big like tall ship. I think 2 months ago I did a tall ship. It was so complicated, you guys. It's like a map that I've like promised that I would do it for a very long time, and then I took a really long time to get around to it. Muse, hey, welcome, yay. Yes, take a little quick walk through the forest to the lab. I've been transferred to living room screen. Oh, I love being on the living room screen. It gives me so much power. So yeah, so I was working on like a this pirate ship map, and like it turns out tall ships are very complicated, you guys. Like they have so many ropes. They have so many ropes and railings and stairs. Like it's crazy. I mean, I sort of knew, but I didn't really prepare myself. And yeah, it took me like a really, really long time to do the boat. So that the tall ship was the only thing that I put out that month for Patreon. It was just the one ship map. And then I did a set of sort of pirates and like mermaids to complement it, because I usually try and do like follow up with some tokens that can like match the map, since like really, you know, maps are supposed to be for encounters, so you kind of need some tokens if you're going to really use them in your game. So I did some pirates and some merfolk and stuff, but I thought it would be fun because like what I did for the pirate map was pretty basic. Like it was very much just like, if you are going to do a pirate encounter or like a ship encounter, this is what you need. Like it was like sailors, pirates. The merfolk were a little bit like more fantastical and more just like what I wanted to do, but like a lot of it was just like, okay, you need to just get this done if you're gonna do this type of map. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I have to put this on normal so I can get the right color. But I thought it would be fun for Halloween to do like a token pack for the tall ship map. That's like more like spooky haunted, like tall ship kind of vibes. Oops, oh god, I lost my color again. Definitely like Undead Pirates, that one's classic. Oh my gosh, not dissolve. Some like spooky sort of like zombie pirates and that kind of thing. But I also thought it would be really fun to do some sort of like eldritch ocean deity, like some sort of big like spooky kraken-y kind of monstrosity. So I might do some kind of like aquatic eldritch horror for Halloween. I think that might be kind of the vibe. So whatever I end up doing, I'm probably going to do it next week. Muse, you're also making a new D&D character. You're making a sad, pretty gruff man, sort of Caleb Widowgas-like. Oh my god, I love that. That's great. That's a really fun character to play. It does always help me with like starting with a character if I want to have a really clear idea of who they are and like roleplay well right from the beginning. Starting from a place of like they're like this other fictional character, I feel like is super helpful for me as like a starting point, and then it always ends up evolving way different than that, but it can just give it a little bit clarity. So Briar, I don't know if this would make sense, but since you wanted a gradient to the horns and they aren't necessarily second from the head, you could bring the face color pink into the horns and have it transition into darker color. Yes, that's a good idea, and I have done that on some of the other demon girls. I actually usually do that, so maybe I should do that. Let's see how that looks. You're also playing a human for the first time. Yeah, I feel like that there is sort of like a D&D player trajectory that you go on at a certain point where it's like first you play kind of the like classic fantasy characters, and then you get silly with it and you start doing like some crazy rainbow animals, and then at a certain point you really are just like, I'm just a guy. Like, what if I was normal? It's just that the more you worked on him, the more he needed to be a simple person with a normal lifespan. Yeah, totally. I get that. It totally makes sense. Not, you know, the world of D&D and like a lot of fantasy worlds is like mostly populated by normal ass people. Okay, my horns are on their own layer, so I think I'm going to just experiment more with the gradient here because I feel like I'm not super happy with how it is so far. Briar, you love the gradient around the eyes. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely will like work on shading the face a little bit more. I'm still a little bit in like blocking in stage and like choosing colors. I do feel like lighter towards the tips of the horns is what my heart is saying. I keep changing the color of the tips, so I'm going to put them in on their own layer so that I can change them more easily. Yeah, it always fascinates me actually, like, too, with like Beaquillian, like the LARP that we go to at the summertime. A lot of people are just humans. like a lot of people. The vast majority of people are just like normal humans. And it's also like, you know, it's sort of theoretically you can just say that you're anything. Like you could just be like, yeah, I'm like, you know, whatever type of magical creature, I'm just like in human form or like shapeshifted or whatever. So it's not like there's like any reason not to. You could easily just put that into your lore, but like for some reason people really don't. Like people are just humans. It's kind of awesome. Okay, I'll start by just sort of blocking out like where the gradient on the end of the horns is going to go, and then I can, making it on its own layer, I'll be able to experiment more with what that actual color is going to be. But yeah, Briar, I think adding a new color might be the way to go, just so it's like break it up a little bit, not make it too samey. We'll see. I definitely like, when I'm choosing colors and just coloring in general, I really default to neutrals, I gotta say, like probably more than I should. I'm like hesitant to add new colors because I want to keep it super harmonious, but sometimes it really just is, it just needs more colors. Let's see. Okay, let's see what colors might work here. Sample from like down here maybe. I'm pretty close to actually to having trans flag horns, to be honest with you. You could just make the tips white. Yeah, I think that the accessories are also a really good idea. So let me also, I'm just going to quickly sketch to sort of show you what I'm thinking for this, because I have ideas like for little clips and accessories, like the original art, because she's kind of like a little bit like kind of retro style, like kind of like, I don't know if Y2K is right, but she sort of has that like vintage kind of vibe. I was gonna do some of these like, oh that's too light, like some big like chunky kind of like clips, you know, when people have like lots of little like clips in their hair. Like I was gonna do something kind of like that with her. So then, yeah, like, yeah, barrettes, yeah, exactly, Muse. Rare, maybe a little chain going from the horns to the ear. That would be really cute. Oh my god, imagine if something got snagged on it though. That'd be so painful. I guess that's kind of always the case with the chain going to the ear at all. But for some reason that just strikes me as really unpleasant. But yeah, because of that kind of vibe, I wonder if like even like a little like cell phone charm kind of like maybe, I don't know. I think I'll choose like the horn color first and then accessorize. And I have a little bit more blocking in to do. Okay, where's my horn tip color? I have a little bit more blocking in to do with like, you know, the like pattern on the sweater and like that kind of thing. So I have a fair amount of like choices to make and like shading to do and that kind of thing. Urea, and you can put physics on it. Oh my god, that's so true. I think there is a type of physics that can be put even onto a pngtuber, where it like sort of bounces and jiggles. This is what I've learned, despite my best efforts, about pngtubers. No, that's definitely wrong, isn't it? That was horrible. Okay, let's try, yeah, maybe that. Okay, I think that's kind of good. Maybe I'll just like neutralize it a little bit because I love to desaturate in this life. Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. Okay, cool. Muse, the blue looks good next to the hair shine. Oh, you're right. It is kind of the same color as the hair shine. Or like, it's like pretty similar, but just obviously very different, like tone, like values. But yeah, it has that kind of like greenish. But actually, I wonder if, no, this is gonna be too green. Yeah, the green doesn't work. I think this is as green as we can make the tips for it to work. Okay, cool. I like that. I think that was the right call. And I think it also gives it some nice depth because now the like tip, like the curl of the horn stands out a lot more against like the background of the horn. Okay, let's shade the horns a little bit. So I put in these kind of like little ridgy ridges. I'm gonna turn them down a little bit. But we'll get some more just like general shading in here. Purple, blue, we like that. Okay, I think I want a somewhat textured brush to shade with for the horn. I don't want it to be to look too like plasticky, because I feel like horns, like this type of spiral horn, they actually do have like a little bit of kind of like texture to them. Like they would not actually be glossy in most cases. Like they would be like, I'm gonna put a little bit of a shine on for sure, but like they have like a texture that stops them from really like reflecting light very aggressively. So I'm going to use a bit of a textured brush to shade with. For the most part, I've been pretty like soft with the shading for this one. Muse, yeah, very rough and porous, that's right. I feel like every time I like do actually like pet a goat or whatever, you know, sometimes in life you pet a goat. And like the horns are very like, yeah, they're very like porous in a way that I almost don't like texturally. Briar, unless she's out here putting nail polish on them, which is very possible. I do feel like if people had horns like this in real life, we would be like accessorizing them like crazy. I think we'd be carving into them little patterns, painting the ends gold, painting them just different colors. We would definitely get them like polished and glossed and everything, and it would take a lot of upkeep. Here, the horns are really on there. Yeah, that's like another thing too, in those circumstances in life in which you pet a goat. The horns, like, if you sort of like grab onto little horns of the goat a little bit, it's just like, you can just like really, really feel the goat's skull. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like really like attached to their skull. I don't know if that is relatable to anyone, but like you just give it like a little shaky shake and you can just, it's their whole little heads. Like, I don't know, I just become very, very aware of their little goat skull. Briar, you'd absolutely have ostentatious horns, yeah, for sure. You think you'd like it less if they were wiggly? Oh my god, it would be like a horrifying feeling if they were wiggly. You're so right. That would be horrible, like a wiggly tooth or something. That would feel so wrong. Muse DM'd the inspo pic for your new character for me later. Ooh, can't wait. Muse in the party with Briar's lizard shaman. Oh my god, so exciting. I love a new little D&D game. Okay, cool. I'm definitely gonna look at that later. Yeah, it's their outside skull. Exactly. It is their outside skull. Just like our teeth are our outside skulls. I'm not totally sure how the shading is gonna look. We'll find out. Seven, if you remember correctly, some ran horns do fall off, so those horns could be wiggly at some point. No. I think you're right. I think that is a thing, but also I think because like horns, like goat and sheep horns like that, like this shape, there's like two aspects to them. Like they have the like sort of like outer kind of sheath of the horn that is like, I think it's like keratin or something, and it is like the part that's got color and like the texture and stuff, and that part I think is the part that falls off, and then there is like, but there's like an inner part, because I know if you like cut it too close to their head, it like actually hurts them, because like they do have like blood flow, and there's part that's like attached to their skull. So I think there's like a little part that's actually bone on the inside, and I think, I don't know, I need to look at some skulls again, but like my guess would be that there's a nub that stays on there, and it's kind of like the sheath that comes off. But I actually don't really know about that, because if I think about it, antlers do come right off. So, I don't know. Maybe I need to look into that. But yeah, that would be horrible. It would be horrible if you went to go gently. You got cute aggression when you were petting a goat and went to just grab their horn and give it a little shaky shaky so you could feel their little skull, and then it was wiggly. That would be like the worst thing imaginable. Right, antlers and horns are different though. Yeah, like, yeah, that's true too, isn't it? Because I know that horns have like the bone nub. They're like bone nub with a sheath for sure. But I don't totally know what happens when they come off. Okay, let's see. I think maybe the shading is like a little bit too chromatic. I'm gonna do my classic move and like desaturate it a little bit. Okay, and I'm gonna put some shines on. Let's label this, because I can't help myself. Let's just try the same, and then I'll probably tone it down a little bit or put it on like a different like blend mode. Okay, cool. The shine is easier for me. The little pores on the brush look good on it, yeah. I kind of recently discovered this brush, like in my own library, of course. It's not like I downloaded a new brush or anything. I'm like such a creature of habit when it comes to things like brushes and like tools. Like I'll find something that I like, or even just like I'll like learn originally using a certain tool, and then I'll just like never change it. I'm just like not like you know, in every kind of like craft or field, I feel like there's always some people who are kind of like, they love the gear, right? Like they always they have like a lot of opinions and feelings about like the tools that they're using, and they like talking about them, like upgrading them and like investing in different things. And like I am so not like that. Like I'm completely disinterested across everything, like all my different kind of like art and craft, different like interests and hobbies and jobs and stuff. I find the thing that I like, and then I use it for 15 years. So I like don't experiment with brushes almost at all. I have like a few that I just use all the time, that I feel like I just know really well. And a lot of them, like I just use like, especially in like Procreate and stuff, like I just use the basic brushes like a lot of the time that like come with the program, and I'm like, these are just perfectly fine. But I was like looking for a brush recently that would just have like a slightly harder edge, and I found this brush in my own library. I have no idea where it came from, but it's meant to kind of simulate like an HB pencil, I think. And it was there all along, and I've never touched it before. But mostly I always use like the lining brush that I used for this, which I love so much. I got like 10 years ago, and I've brought it between like multiple computers, like multiple different like versions of Photoshop. And I use it for everything. I use it to color as well as for lining. Right, you're so cautious using new tools in your leather work, so you feel that. Yeah, I feel like that's, especially when you're working with like a material that like you don't want to mess up. I think that totally makes sense. Well, at least the color is looking a bit better for the horns. I think I'm going to go ahead and block in the stars, because that's kind of just like a chore that I just sort of feel like I can mindlessly do while I continue to think about the colors that I've chosen. My heart, I think, already knows that I want these stars to be kind of like a light orangey color. Maybe something kind of like that. Let's see. It's a little bright, but it's close. Yeah, I think something, no, more orangey. A little bit more orangey. Yeah, I want it to be like the color of like a goldenrod post-it note. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that's exactly what I was thinking. It's the first yellow in this character design. I think that for this particular design, I want to have a lot of colors, like for it to be kind of like a little bit like pastel rainbowy. I don't want it to be too like unified and elegant, which some of the other designs in this series were. I want this one, I think, to be kind of chaotic. And I'll just choose the hard one. But I still want it to feel like obviously harmonious and like well designed and everything. And I feel like that's always kind of like a bit of like a tightrope to walk, of like when you're using like a lot of different colors, of like kind of making them all harmonious and like making them work together. It's kind of like a bit of a trick to that. Like you can have like almost a complete rainbow, but then like I'll usually try and be like, oh, they're all gonna be cooler, like on the cooler side of the range, or they're all gonna be warmer, or they're gonna be like all pretty desaturated with like only a few that are like a higher saturation, that kind of thing. If you do like full chroma, full saturation for multiple colors, it's gonna look crazy. Like it's gonna look really jarring and not good, and almost like muddy in a weird way. Like I think that that's one thing that I kind of eventually learned in art, was like whenever people are talking about like muddy colors, maybe because I heard it a lot in like traditional art and like painting as well, I kind of thought that like it meant that the colors were kind of running together and were like over combining, and that it was actually like brown, like mud. But that is not what it means. Like it's more just that there's no unity. Like I feel like that sort of like the muddiness means there's like a lack of clarity. Not that it's like literally brown and just that colors are like jarring, or that it's unclear what the focal point is, or like what the color like idea is behind the piece. So yeah, so if you use many fully saturated colors, then it becomes muddy. It's like a muddy rainbow. Buyer sent me a photo of some Y2K hair accessories that you found for reference. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I feel like I can... Okay, I have my iPad right next to me over here, so I can pull that up. And when I'm streaming, I usually do not have Discord open because now I know there's like definitely ways to mitigate this easily, I'm sure, but I have to switch my Cintiq screen to my main monitor in order for my tablet pen tracking to work properly. So my Discord notifications would like potentially pop up visibly on stream, which I do not want to happen. But yeah, my iPad, luckily I live in a world of many screens, so I can always find one that I'm not using. Wow, so satisfying calling in little stars. And it really is just the kind of like calming and mindless thing that I was hoping it would be. Right, your little worst nightmare. You know, I'm not like the best with like technology and settings and like all these kinds of things. Oh, I gotta get the pigtails away because I think there's more stars under the pigtail. But like I'm like very paranoid about like accidentally like sharing or streaming things. I'm very paranoid about it. Or like crossing the streams, like I'm like even just when I'm texting or whatever, I have like a unreasonable fear of like accidentally texting something sensitive to the wrong person, you know? Oh my god, what a nightmare. I'm like so scared of that. I'm like in the habit of like double or triple checking who I'm texting like multiple times, even when it's like something so innocuous and stupid. But it's just like the worst feeling being like, oh, even if it's something so innocuous, it's like you like text in like different voices to different people, you know what I mean? And some of those voices are insanely stupid. And I want it to get to the person I intend it to, and that is all. You're not us though, no, our texts are super, super smart. They're smart person texts in normal English. Bar, you found some instructions on how to make music sound like it's coming from a gramophone. Yay! Bar, you don't know? Yes, okay, so yes, actually, that is a kind of cool and exciting thing. So, Yuria and me are actually working a little bit slowly on making like a custom soundtrack for me for when I'm streaming. So where I'm at right now is I am basically finding a ton of like old-timey like copyright free kind of like jazz and stuff. And what I've sort of found is, so basically like when it comes to like copyright law, at this current moment, I think it's 1928, and anything before 1928 is fair use. So if you can find something where it's like not only was the song composed before 1928, but also the recording actually is from then as well, then it's actually fair use. And so I've been like compiling a playlist of that kind of stuff, and let me tell you, like the eventual goal is to put it through some filters and make it sound kind of like crackly and warm. I really, really want like a Rain and Thunder also soundtrack to combine with it. But there's like, in terms of making it sound old and crackly, when a recording actually was made before 1928, there is not that much work to do to make it sound crackly. Like, they're crackly. They're super crackly already. Like they sound super old. And it's also so funny too because like the stuff that I'm finding, like I think it's good. I think it is the vibe that I want. It is definitely going to have a very like unique feeling, I think, as far as like soundtracks go. But like 1920s music and jazz, and like there's a little bit of like 1910s like kind of like Edwardian type stuff as well. So this is like basically before swing, right? Like it's so early. It's so early, you guys. Like the 20s was so long ago. And it is jazz, but it's like the bounciest, silliest. Like it's just like I can only describe it as like sort of Steamboat Willie ass jazz. Like it's like anything that you can imagine, like a little like Fleischer animated character like bouncing with spaghetti legs too. Like that's what it is. It's so silly. Like it's so bouncy and silly. It's not like cool smooth jazz at all. Oh my god. It's so funny. But I have nonetheless embraced it into my heart. And it's also too like there is some sort of like early Broadway as well, which is a bit of a different vibe as well. It is like I think it's got kind of the more calm and romantic vibe as well. So some of that is really fun too. But yeah, I'm trying to compile a list. I think I have a playlist right now that's like a little over 2 hours. So that's not bad. I'm actually almost done the playlist. And then I think that it's going to be a matter of crunching it up a little, like me giving it that kind of gramophone. And I think that just, even though it already is extremely, extremely like crunchy and gramophone-y, I think that if I can, like, it'll be kind of unifying it as well. Like, if, where's the strappies color? Strappies. Oh, it was right there. Like if we kind of give it all the same type of crunchiness, then it may also just like help it to, oh, that's so similar to the skin color. No, get out of here. Then it may also just give it a little bit more like so that changes between songs aren't jarring, you know, like if one is like a different type of like crinkly and crunchy, that and the other one is like feels like jarring and totally different, then like maybe it'll sort of smooth those transitions and just like unify it a bit more. And then the other thing I think we're going to be looking at doing is like slowing it down a little bit, because like I often have really liked like a lot of the sort of, you know, like viral or whatever like TikTok songs that I end up actually really liking are slowed down, and you know, like slowed down in a way where it doesn't change the tone or like the pitch, but it just like sort of slows it and like reverbs it a little bit. Like that is usually kind of what I like, and I think that that will give it a little bit also of that kind of like calm, like being played in the other room kind of vibe that I'm going for, and make it a little bit more like chill and a less like bouncy and like stupid. And so yeah, I think that's the vibe. It's going to be slower. It's going to be as though it's being played in another room and kind of like muted. Also, so that because some of those songs, like the old Broadway ones, have lyrics, and I think that could be really distracting. So I think we're going to be aiming to kind of distort them enough that the lyrics are not like distinguishable, so that you can't like actually hear words, and it just sort of feels more like it's like in the background, like being played in a different room, like that kind of just like warbly, like yes, there's a voice there, but like it's not words. So I think that's what we're going to be aiming for. And then yeah, also adding in thunder and rain, which I really badly want. So anyways, yeah, that's sort of a fun project. I think also our end goal is if we get like a good like, you know, few hours worth of copyright free music that we've kind of like mixed, and I should say that like really Yuria has like made all awesome, the goal is to eventually put it put it up on YouTube, and then I really want to animate like a Lofi Girl style like loop animation. I've always just like wanted to do one of those. I just find them so charming and relaxing, and like I love like just the sense of place that they have, or like I feel like putting music into context with like a looped animation or like a little image. Oh, her face. I feel like it really like enhances both, to show kind of like to pair like a playlist with like a beautiful relaxing image like that. I just always really loved them. I've always wanted to try making one of those. Yeah, I really, that's sort of our goal. Like I think someday like Yuria would also like to try, and I hope I'm not like speaking for you too much or whatever, but like to try like composing some like lo-fi or some kind of like ambient type sounds herself. But we thought that maybe just like remixing some like existing copyright free music would be like a good way to start, to just like try it out, like see if we like it. And it just would be kind of like fun and easy. And I do like a lot of that old, like I like the vibe of that old music. I'm also really, really loving the piano today. And I think the other thing that I would want to do is in the sort of same vein of like sort of dark academia, like cozy vibes, would be like classical piano, like pretty similar to this, but maybe also with a little bit of like muffled, and then a little bit, and then of course like the rain and the thunder as well, I would love. So yeah, that's kind of my plan for that. I don't know if like 1920s like sort of bouncy jazz qualifies as like dark academia. I don't know. It's like it kind of does and it doesn't. I guess it depends on the song, or it depends also on the images or like the pairing, I think. Like what it sort of is accompanying, I guess would kind of change that as well. It's like similar, I know some of you watch Rachel Maxey videos. It's basically like exactly the same music that Rachel Maxey uses in like her intros stuff. Yes, and Briar, it is like Over the Garden Wall. Yeah, it's very much like that. And I think that the reason that she and like some other creators and stuff do use that music is also because I'm discovering that it's all copyright free. If you know that it was made before a certain year, you don't even really need to like check any further. It's just good. So yeah, I think Over the Garden Wall would be an example of like sort of the intersection between that era of music and kind of like those spooky dark kind of like dark academia kind of vibes. Anyways, that's what I'm hoping, but I think it works. And I mean like the general kind of vibe of the manor too in general, and like the lab is kind of like Edwardian, or like probably not, it's more like Victorian, I guess, than it's closer to Victorian than it is to Jazz Age, but late Victorian certainly. So that's kind of like the vibe that we're going for here. Okay, I'm sort of in the zone of just like shading. I find clothing shading pretty difficult. Every single time I go to do a stream, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna stream for that long, but just I want to, stay in the habit and just do it to do it. But maybe just like an hour and a half or something would be fine. And then I end up streaming for like 3 hours every time. Cool. Yeah, thank you so much, Briar, for finding that. That's very sweet to remember that I said that. I will definitely take a look at the plugins and the stuff that you sent us. It'll be super helpful. Yuria and Briar and Muse presumably like that I stream for longer. That's nice. Yeah, I always just get in the zone. Like, I feel like I've been streaming for literally like 20 minutes right now, but it's been like an hour. It's crazy. Seven, you like that? That's nice. Yay. I'm glad that people like a longer stream. I guess if you're kind of like winding down and like drawing or doing whatever, then it is nice to kind of just stick with one thing for a while. Okay. I'll add a little bit more darkness into this. Give it a little bit more contrast, but not too much. And I'm trying to also be aware of like the greater context and not get too like bogged down in the details or make things too dark. Bye, honey. Hello, welcome to chat. You love my art so much. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Welcome. Yeah, I want to like get dark enough into the folds of the fabric for the contrast to really work. But I also don't want it to be distracting or like too high contrast that it takes away from anything. Thank you so much for the follow. Bye, honey. Welcome. You thought that was a granny soundtrack for a second. It's just like a Lofi Girl soundtrack. It's just like a playlist. It's called like Relaxing Piano, I'm pretty sure. And I'm really loving it. Like, it's very classical. It's really not sort of, I usually kind of listen to like lo-fi, and I love lo-fi unapologetically, but it's in this part of the world, it's like beautiful fall weather recently. Like, all the leaves are at like almost peak color, I would say, and they're all still mostly on the trees. It's just like beautiful, like golden and orange everywhere. It's been kind of rainy and like overcast, and it's so like, oh my god, it's my absolute favorite time of year. It's so beautiful. Like, the overcast gray skies just make like the bright leaves just like pop like crazy, like they're even more vibrant. And this is the kind of like slightly sort of melancholy, like classical, a bit spooky, a bit sort of timeless, like that music is what I'm feeling right now. Bye, honey. Your leaves are still green. Aw. Well, I hope that they do change. I know there's some places where they never do. It's so sad to me. I'm a very like seasonal person. Like, I really like the way that that very visibly different seasons mark the passage of time. You're near Texas and your fall currently feels like extended summer. I hope that you get some proper fall soon. I hope you can get some colored leaves at some point and some rain. Okay, I think that's pretty good for the hoodie. I don't want to do, oh no, I need to do the arm a little bit more, but I really want to try not to do too much. I feel like that's always kind of like a mantra or a theme over here, is like, don't do too much. Don't get distracted by the details. Keep aware of what the bigger picture is. Honey, no, you want to draw, you're gonna get some paper? Oh, I love that, you should. Yeah, totally just like relax, draw a little bit, hang out. I really always love when people draw along and kind of just like A little co-working time. Or co-creating. Okay, yeah, I needed a little bit of contrast in here for the sleeve to work. Cool. Alright, I wonder if I should add a lighter color. Maybe I want a little bit of like a color shift. Let's see. If I bring in like more of a blue. That's not brighter, that's the same color. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Give it like a little bit of a color shift in the light. Wow, Louisiana and Texas. That's crazy. Yeah, I live in a big spooky manor in the forest that has a lab that I inherited, but whenever sometimes these random like portals open up in the forest through which I can get to the city of Montreal, which is a very like crispy, beautiful fall city at the moment. Really beautiful. But Montreal gets you pay for the fall with the winter. It gets like really bitterly cold and deep snow, which is beautiful but not convenient. Oh my god, yeah, 9 months would be about the right length of time for fall. I agree. Then each of the other seasons can get 1 month each, right? Is that math? Okay, yeah, that's good. I don't want to shade more than that. So the little stars, I'm gonna also just give them like a little bit of shading. These ones I'm definitely gonna color shift into a little bit more of like a reddish color for the darker areas. I'm gonna take a quick water break and stretch. Everybody remember to drink some water and stretch. If I ever do a little water drinking animation, I should really do a little stretching animation. Okay, there. Wow, I'm really liking how the orangey shading on the stars is looking. By honey, you don't know which of your 134 OCs you want to draw. Oh my god, that's many. Oh, whoops, the cloud. Although that looks kind of awesome. It looks a little bit awesome. Maybe I'll put some pink in. I'm gonna have to fix the mood now too. Yeah, I think that's good actually. Okay, I'm gonna make it like a much tidier though. Yes, it is Photoshop indeed. I use Photoshop and Procreate pretty much all the time. Although Procreate I don't know how to stream from, so I always use Photoshop when I'm streaming. You're currently learning the basics of Photoshop in your class. Cool. Yeah, I love Photoshop. I've been using it for like many long years. And it's definitely a good program to learn because there's other really good programs out there too, like Clip Studio Paint is great. I've used that one before as well. But Photoshop, because it's so much like kind of the OG like drawing and painting digital program, a lot of other programs are kind of like set up very similarly or use like the same principles, so it's definitely a good like base to have for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah. I want to put a little bit of color onto these little strings. You use IBIS Paint X. Oh, interesting. I actually don't think I've heard that. Briar, you've used that. Okay, cool. Before switching to Procreate. That's cool. Yeah, as I was like, sort of like I was saying before, like I'm such a creature of habit. Like, I got Clip Studio because just got it. I should just disable this until sunrise, shouldn't I? Turn off my blue light filter. Yeah, I got Clip Studio because Photoshop is like pretty expensive. It's kind of very frustrating. It used to be, you know, it's gone that path where it's become like subscription based. Whereas you used to be able to just buy it outright and you could use the same Photoshop like forever, but now you have to pay every year and it's like actually quite expensive and I hate it and I'm mad at it. And I think that overall Photoshop is like not an ethical, or like Adobe I guess I should say, is like not an ethical company. So I got Clip Studio because it is very similar and I learned how to use it. I was using it for a bit. It's super similar, but like I don't know, like even by that point I had like more than 10 years experience with Photoshop and like I just have my brushes in Photoshop and like I'm like so good with the hotkeys. Like I like don't even notice what my left hand is doing. Like I fully just like, it's like my brain and my hand are just like the same. And I'm just like very, very used to that. And like I was kind of able to switch. I think I used Clip Studio for like almost a year, like really trying to make it work. And at some point I was just like, I just really miss Photoshop. Like I know that the company itself is flawed, but for me, like I'm just so like used to it, and switching just like I just couldn't get comfortable. This is the color layer. Okay. So yeah, I'm back. I am beholden to the evil Adobe Corporation, regrettably, because I can't learn new skills. Briar, her sweatshirt is giving me the vibe of if those airbrush shirts everyone had in the early 2000s. Yes, perfect. I mean, that's perfect. I think that is kind of like the vibe that I want to go with. I think that's great. Okay, I gotta figure out where the hoodie texture is and make sure that the actual hoodie lines are over it, because like the edges of the stars here are like overlapping in a not cool way. Like this. So yeah, after I finish coloring these lines, I gotta remember, I gotta go find it and I gotta change that. There we go. 7 use Krita. It's free, not malware, which was lucky because you started using it when you were small and did not know the dangers of malware. And it allows you to animate and make GIFs and PNGs and stuff, plus lots of brushes. Yeah, that's awesome. I think that sounds great. Yeah, I think that, like, I also use Procreate, and, like, there's so many programs. I think if you're illustrating, and your main use for whatever digital art program is illustration, it opens it up quite a lot more. And there's, like, you can use almost anything, like, anything that feels good. But when it comes to certain specific uses, like, I use Photoshop, like, professionally, like, to make, like vtuber models, or just, like, any kind of assets, like the assets that I make for D&D as well. Like, asset production is difficult, for me at least, in programs other than, like, Photoshop and Clip Studio Paint, in my experience. Like, it's just the way that the files are set up. Like, there are certain other programs, like, you know, like, even, like, Live2D can, like, read a Photoshop file, you know? It may also be able to read other types of files, but, like, you can literally just, like, it's designed to work with Photoshop files, and, like, just a lot of, if you're using what you're drawing, in another program, or, like, for, like, you know, something like that, then it starts, like, Photoshop makes those things go a lot smoother. It starts to become, like, really difficult in some other programs. So that's also partly what it is. Like, Briar, yeah, Procreate has a layer limit issue, and we all know I love my layers. I do love layers, but also sometimes you need layers. Like, a VTuber model needs a lot of layers, and it can be very, very restrictive, to not have those layers at higher resolutions. Because, like, if you are making, where is this? There it is. No, where is it? Where's my little stars? Are they on the same layer? Hoodie texture? I don't know. Yeah, like, anything that you're going to be using for animation needs to be, like, insanely high resolution. So you need the layers. You do. You really need them. It's real. And then also, too, like, the other thing about Procreate that makes me crazy is, I don't know if you've noticed this as much, but, like, the quality really, really degrades as you move things. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but, like, if you have something, like, a little art thing on, like, a layer, and you, like, resize it or, like, move it, and, like, more than once, like, you move it around and shift it around stuff, every time you move it, it becomes a little bit blurrier, and, like, the quality of the image degrades a little bit, like, literally every time that you move it, and that's just, like, a huge problem. Like, if you're making, like, an isometric token or whatever, like, you are moving that, like, all the time. Like, you are resizing it, you're putting on different maps, you're, like, scaling it by placing it on a map. Like, you have to be able to move, like, the layer without it degrading, like, literally at all, which is just, like, a weird quirk of Procreate, and, like, a huge problem that it does that. Where you just slap Gaussian blur and everything so you don't have that issue. Yeah, that would solve it. That's a good solve. Okay, let's go find that texture line art so that we can put it under the other line art. Okay, there we go. Get under there. There, now that should be fixed. Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do a little bit more shading on the face, or yeah, I'm gonna do a bit more shading on the face. Okay. Should that be blue? I don't know. Edge shading. I'm gonna make this a little bit more complex. Yeah, I do love a Gaussian blur also, to be totally fair. I wonder if this is good or bad, what I'm doing here today. At the moment, I think it's medium. You think it's nice? I wonder if I'm ruining it like a little bit. No, right? Briar having line art, having that slight blur layer copied into the line layer makes it look nice and clean. Yeah, I have heard of that also. That would definitely solve that problem, in Procreate at least. You guys. I feel like this did not make it better. I'm gonna rewind what I did a little bit. Maybe just the one little shine there. I think one little shine is kind of cute. Okay. Cool. And then I think the other reason I wanted to come back up here was because her neck looks weird, which I think is actually in a different color layer. What? Where is it? There it is. Briar, this will be a pngtuber when it's done. Yeah, ideally I want this to be a adoptable pngtuber. That's the plan. Oh, I need to get into the ear a little bit more too. I felt like it was just too gray on the neck. I wanted it to not be as gray. Yes, it'll be, so I'm going to do like, let's do the ear a bit. I'm gonna export it so that it's like ready for rigging, but I'm not gonna rig it because I don't want to. But yeah, it will essentially be like ready-made to be rigged pngtuber art up for adoption. That's the plan. Welcome back, bye honey. It's delightful that you got McDonald's. Love that. 7, most good art is made like lasagna, lots of layers, some time in the proverbial oven, and bam, you got something. Yeah, sometimes you need the layers. It's real. Okay. Briar, is she gonna have little chompers? Yeah, 100% she's gonna have little chompers for sure. I will be doing, oops, oopsie, I detached it. There we go. I will be doing the different mouth poses for sure. So she will have her little open mouth position and her little closed eyes and different expressions. And so you will be able to see the inside of her mouth and her teeths. Bye honey, you haven't had McDonald's in a while and you see why you stopped buying it. That's totally fair. I personally, so I I was like some version of like vegetarian. I was like everything. I was vegan, vegetarian, and pescatarian. So sort of like different degrees, but like not eating meat, like red meat or chicken or anything, for like, let's see, it would be like at this point like 15 years or something, like quite a long time. And then just this past summer I started eating meat again. So I'm in this kind of like weird phase where I like love McDonald's and like junk food because it's new to me. Like I never have had, like I had a Big Mac for literally the first time in my life over the summer when we were like on the road, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever eaten. I was like it just has chemicals in it that makes your brain go yum. I love it. So yeah, I love junk food right now. Briar, yeah, I'm a reformed vegetarian, and yeah, I don't know what Raising Cane's is. I assume it's some kind of a restaurant. Honey, all you thought was, what have I been missing out? Yeah. You know what, like, I do think that, like, at the time that I was vegetarian, it was the right thing at that time for me, but it's not the right thing for me anymore. And now the right thing for me might be a Big Mac, and that's a beautiful journey for me to go on. Oh, it's a chicken tenders place, like Mary Brown's. McDonald's can't be a benchmark for a good burger. I like real burgers too. I have enough love in my heart for everything. Although I actually don't know if I've had like a proper like nice gourmet burger. I think I've had some okay like good burgers since I started eating meat again. I have not had very much beef. I have been eating chicken, and I have eaten some like pork. I love pork now. We did like Korean barbecue and did pork belly, and that was life-changing. And also, oh my god, you guys, ramen is so much fucking better. Ramen is so good now. Like, I always liked it, but like I always knew that the miso broth or like the veggie broth was like a little bit of like a letdown, and I was always looking for any like ramen places that had like a creamy, spicy vegetarian option, and they were really hard to find. I'd be so happy when I found one. Now, like, every ramen is delicious. Like, it's just really important, you guys. I think that pork might be really important for ramen. It's just, like, not the same without it. Even Mary Brown's within walking distance. Oh my god. Mary Brown, best legs in town. Oh, honey, you're not a fan of pork. That's totally fair. I know a lot of people don't like it. I just love everything. I have so much love for food in my heart. Ooh, Mary Brown has the best poutine. We actually ended up not getting Mary Brown's while we were in the East Coast this past year. It was on our list, and then we had too many food plans. We just kept having options, and it didn't end up happening. But a poutine would be a fantastic idea. We'll probably be back in the East Coast next year. So maybe then. Seven, pork is marvelous. Chicken can be good depending on how it's prepared, and beef is Yeah, I think that I am definitely really finding that chicken is like very dependent on how you cook it. And that sometimes it's very dry. But I do think that a burger is great. And I promise not only a McDonald's burger, but also a McDonald's burger. Ira, you feel like we should eat more weird animals, but not in a bad weird way, but in a fun Darwin exploring the world way. But also there's no consequences to the environment in this scenario. Wow, I think that is a beautiful scenario. Where we just discover a new animal and we're like, I wonder what this tastes like. But not in a bad way. Yuri, you want to eat a turtle? Oh my god, I've heard that turtle is so good. But not in a bad way, you know? I've heard turtle's really good. There was like, so I was, oh, you think it's only okay? Briar? Okay, well, so I was watching the adventuring party. This pink is a little, it's okay, maybe tone it down a little bit. I was watching the adventuring party for Cloudward Ho, and they were, Brennan was telling this story about how, like, apparently, like, I don't know, like in Victorian era or whatever, Queen Victoria really wanted to see like one of the giant like Galapagos turtles, like one of the really gigantic turtles that lived to be like 150, like those guys. Like the Queen apparently really wanted to see one. So it was like a thing, like they kept trying to bring them back for her. And they would like, you know, get these turtles like live, and then they would try and like transport them back to England. But like repeatedly, again and again, what kept happening with these turtles was that before they could make it to England, the crew would eat them like repeatedly every time. Like the sailors just could not resist eating the turtles. And it wasn't because of like disasters at sea or whatever. Like they can't all have been like starving. They just loved it. Like they just couldn't help themselves. Oh, I want to try alligator too. Someday I would love to try alligator. I have so many options now in this world. 7, most chicken in fast food is chicken breast, which can be very dry if you overcook it. I need a meat thermometer, I think. I keep seeing all this stuff about internal temperatures. But with chicken thigh or chicken leg, they get more juicy. Nice. Yeah, I have found the chicken leg is so nice. Oh, honey, you got some glow-in-the-dark stickers. That's awesome. That's, like, quite a good McDonald's prize, I gotta say. Oh, Yuria, you don't want to eat a gator. No, the gator's not smart, Yuria. It can be cute and not smart. It's okay for it to not be smart. The gator is dumb. But it is cute, you're right. It's a mud puppy. Yuri, you can't have a gator. Please, no gator. I don't want you to have it. They grow up really big, and they have reptile brains. They just want to eat ya. Oh my gosh, funny, also the Halloween Happy Meals. It's actually a McDonald's trick-or-treat basket. Oh my god, cool! I didn't even think about the Halloween theme. Oh no, eraser, get out of there. Wow, that's so fun. I love Halloween so much. No lip shadow, it's wrong. Okay, I think maybe I need to stop shading the face now and just be like, that is how it's gonna be for now. And move on a bit. I'll do the torso. No, Briar, we are not going trick-or-treating. I think that I would feel guilty, like I was stealing from children if I went trick-or-treating, unfortunately. But I think we're actually going to be at Beakerline for Halloween, which is pretty awesome. Because there's an event the next day, so we're going up on Halloween night and staying over. Other than that, I kind of don't have as many Halloween plans as I would like. We have like one sort of party event that we're going to this week, and then there's like, I don't know, I always have like a costume and like ideas for Halloween, and then I sometimes like don't end up finding a actual event to like wear it to. And then I just like stuck being like, I do have this costume though on Halloween. Okay, I gotta catch up in the chat here. Bunny, you don't want to eat a gator. Yeah, because you know that they're actually scary. Because you are from Louisiana. There you go. Um, no, Briar, I'm not going to take kids' candy baskets. Okay, let's see. Internalized temps are great to memorize. They show the minimum temperature to cook the meat so they're juicy. Yes, and also says that they're safe, because I feel like I'm a little bit also scared that I'm going to die of poison with meat. Because that was like just not really a danger when like you're cooking vegetarian. Apparently it is a little bit with like some Beyond Meats and stuff, like they still need to be cooked to a certain temperature, but it's like just much like less of a concern, so I've just kind of never really worried about it. Like it's more just about taste and texture, the cooking, like not actually safety. So I'm like a little bit paranoid with like cooking meat, but yeah, a meat thermometer would ease that paranoia, because then I would know that it was safe. Yeah, I'm super excited for Beagle Halloween. Oh, Bunny, you want to go trick-or-treating, but you can't? I'm sorry. I hope you still get to at least dress up a little, do something to celebrate in your own way. Just have a little bit of a spooky time. 7. You procrastinated too long deciding what to make for a costume, and now you kind of only... Oh my god! No, it can't be less than a week to Halloween, can it? No, Halloween isn't that soon. Oh my god. I need to find an event. Honey, you'll see if you can convince them to go trick-or-treat on the 30th and bring dark clothing. Yeah, that's a good idea. You can do like a low-key outfit. Like it's all just about having fun, right? Like feeling spooky and dressed up for yourself. Briar, oh yeah, right, because you can have like beef tartare and stuff. So chicken and pork are the important ones for temperature. I definitely know that chicken is really important for temperature, and you don't want to pass away. Gotta get that little strip of warm, higher saturated color in there to give it that subsurface scattering glow. We love to see it. Oh, okay, trunk or treat is a school event. Oh, and you go to people's cars and get candy. Oh, that sounds fun. That sounds totally fun. That sounds like a good little celebration. 7, you're lucky you do so many things that should get you sick. You've eaten uncooked chicken, but oh my god. Raw cookie. Oh, I've eaten raw cookie dough a lot of times. I don't believe there's anything wrong with that. I think you can have as much cookie dough as you want, but don't quote me on that. And if you get sick, it's not my fault. To be fair, with the practices of standard poultry packaging, you're still likely to be safe eating undercooked chicken or pork. It's just the possibility. Yeah, but I'm squared. But that is good to know. I shouldn't be too squared, is what you're saying. And probably I should also get a meat thermometer. Here, yeah, it's true, cookie dough is an important part of a balanced diet. So, I guess I didn't really give her a belly button, huh? Well, she could have maybe a little bit of a belly button in there. Maybe she just kind of has like a little, like, outie. But also we could just say that, like, demons are not born or whatever through a belly butt, with like a belly button. I always like doing that when I'm doing like, a little, like, mermaids and stuff. I'll like not put a belly button if they're like a sort of fishy guy or whatever. Oh my god, 7, Halloween is next Friday. Oh no. Oh my god. I need to figure that out. I need to find out what I'm doing so I can wear a costume. Honey, in your first trunk or treat, someone... Oh my god, there's a gun room where someone got pepper sprayed and the police came? Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so that doesn't sound like quite as just like cute and fun of a Halloween activity. I hope that this time it is just chill and you just get to be spooky. Alright, we still have your birthday cake ice cream in the freezer. Wait, but that was mine, right? That feels like something that I would want. You can eat that if you want to. I don't want you to try and mail it to me or anything. You've been eating it one spoon at a time. Okay, that's good. It deserves to be eaten. I don't think it would fare very well in the mail. So it was sort of crazy because of the school and the generation. Damn. Imagine getting into a fight at a cute school event. It's crazy. Crazy for an adult to do. Ryan, no! No! Okay, I think that's good. That's good enough. Maybe I come back to it later. Do the hand. I'll try and get all the skin done. And get it out of the way. Oh my god. Lots of kids can buy their own candy. They can have a little job. If it's nerds or some chocolate, then yeah. Yeah, I'm a chocolate person, for sure. I don't have that much of a sweet tooth, as maybe evidenced by this conversation. I'm like a salty and like fatty person. Like that's like my weakness is like crunchy, salty snacks and like oils and stuff. I like sweet stuff like birthday cake ice cream, but it's like not as much like my sort of like thing. But I do love a chocolate for sure. And yeah, any kind of like sort of like creamy sweet thing, like an ice cream. I like. Not like too sweet or anything. Honey, you like sour candy? Yeah, sour candy's good too. I can only have a couple though because it gives me that like super like crazy feeling on my tongue. It'll like almost kind of make my tongue numb if I have too many. And no, Briar, no. We're not sending anybody to the mines. Yeah, coffee crisps were so good. Coffee crisps are like exactly that, like not too sweet, like chocolatey kind of perfect flavor for me. Honey, do you have a sweet tooth but it caused you to have trouble breathing? Oh no, not an allergy but just some other weird thing. That makes sense then to stick to the more sour flavors. I'm gonna put just like a little bit of the like warmer, more saturated color here too. Just make sure it's looking really like skin, not too flat, but like it's reflecting or like absorbing a little bit of light in a nice way. Okay, cool. I think it's coming along good. this particular little pngtuber does have an alternate hand pose, not for this hand, but for the other hand. It like comes up so that it can like come up and down while you're talking, sort of. So I'm trying to like refrain from like shading it too much, because I'm gonna have to match it on the other side eventually. Honey, you think it's just sugar in general? Because when you drink lemonade, you want to throw up. Oh no. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, I think this is a good level of rendering. Okay, in context, yeah, I think it's good. I don't want it to be too like detailed, because her face is not that detailed. I don't want it to stand out weirdly. Let's go find the tail. Do we feel like it's weird for the tail to just be the exact same color as the skin? That's what it is in Baldur's Gate. And I really, really like the tail design in Baldur's Gate. Looks very, like, believable. So then the other downside on the costume front is the only ideas would have to be handmade, because they're both niche. Oh yeah, so with only like a week and a couple days left, it's not a lot of time to make a whole costume. Yeah, I need to plan what I'm doing. Oh my god, Briar scrunchie. 90s scrunchie on the no. No, I will not hear you out. It's too far. Honey, no, you think it looks better being the same as the skin. Okay, cool, yeah. That's good. Yeah, the tails in Baldur's Gate look so good. Sorry, Brian. Okay, fine. I'll hear you out. Scrunchie on the tail. Considering it seriously, no. Not doing it. Is that better? Okay, well that was pretty easy for the tail. Sorry. Maybe I'll put a little charm or something on there when I start accessorizing. Okay, pants. Oh yeah, and I have to do the behind hoodie as well. I'll get that out of the way. I'm glad you're into the vibe, Briar. Okay, I don't want it to match. I think I'll make the inside darker rather than trying to make the sleeve on this side darker. So the most spooky you'll do for this season is to get a booster box of spooky Yu-Gi-Oh cards in the mail and open them, and they'll be here probably Friday or Saturday. Okay, cool, that's spooky. You're doing something thematic still. That's pretty good. Oops. Okay. Oh, I should maybe put some of the saturated color on the tail as well. Just a little bit. Yeah, it always makes it look better. Okay, cool. Yeah, that looks so much better, right? With a little bit of the saturated color in there. Okay, now it's pants time. Where is pants? Pants. There they are. Okay, I do think like a pale color is good, but I'm not totally sure about this color that I chose, so I'm gonna experiment with a few other colors. 7. You second Briar's idea of scrunchie on the tail. No! You know what? Maybe if I put a scrunchie on her pigtail, is that anything? Will you accept that instead? Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Maybe even a little bit more greenish. Let's see. These are very small differences, but yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's okay. I would love for these pants to not look as just like sort of flat as they have been looking. Cool. Yeah, that's looking better. Okay, cool. I'll put a little bit more light in here for some of the edges. Okay, cool. Definitely that button needs to be a different color. I'll do maybe like the same kind of gold color. And then I'll put a little shine on there. With a soft brush. Don't want to get too yellowy. Keep it kind of orange and goldy. There we go. Is that too dark? I feel like it's a little jarring. Gonna gonna just make it a bit lighter. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, cool. So we have the strappy straps, and then we're kind of like on our way in terms of shading. It might be time to add some accessories soon. I definitely have more to do on the eyes, and I also need to change the line art colors. Like I did for the pattern on the hoodie, which will be awesome. Changing the line art colors always just looks so good. Alright, have a good school day. Thank you so much for coming by, honey. It was really nice to see you, and yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. Oops, whoopsie. 7, you're considering whether to draw or play video games. What game are you considering playing? Pretty much the only game that I ever play. I really like... I'm not a gamer at all. I, for most of my life, didn't have a computer that could really handle games, and I don't have like any kind of like console. I have a little Switch for Animal Crossing, but it's just like the handheld one. But usually I play like Palia and Fields of Mystria, and I played like Stardew Valley and like that kind of thing. But yeah, yesterday I tried Silk Song, and it went kind of okay, but I did find it really scary. And I was really stressed out, but stressed out in a fun way. Yeah, I beat the first boss, but it took me a lot of tries and I got very, very scared. I definitely screamed and squeaked and yelled a little bit. I wonder if I would ever play a game on stream. I just am so bad at games is the thing. I'm a total baby. I'm like totally new. But Silksong was really pretty, and I already watched Yuria play a lot of it when we were like flying back from the East Coast, and like when we were in the East Coast, she was playing Silksong, and I just like watched her, like leaned over and like watched her play Silksong for like most of the flight. So I have seen a fair amount of it, and it's so pretty. Like the themes of just like the bells and stuff are like, it's just like so beautifully done. I would love the opportunity to work on something like that someday. It's like a dream. But yeah, when I was playing yesterday, I got to meet some of the little guys, talk to little buggies, and they were so freaking cute. Their little sounds and their voices are so cute. Yeah, we could do a Baldur's Gate run. Oh, I forgot to mention Baldur's Gate. Yeah, I also played Baldur's Gate because like, actually, like, I needed a new computer to rig. there were reasons why I really needed a new computer. I was using like a desktop Mac that at that point was like 8 or 9 years old, and it was like, it was really chugging. Like, it wasn't able to even just like run physics in like Live 2D or whatever, really. Like, it was very difficult to work with. So I did need a new computer, but I was also a little bit motivated because it was like a year or so after Baldur's Gate had come out that I got my computer, and I'd been playing Baldur's Gate on Yuria's computer and actually made it to the end of Act 2 fully just like playing while she was like out at band practice and stuff. But I made it like really far, and I am kind of not that bad at Baldur's Gate. I know it's like completely different because it's like turn-based. I think it's because it's turn-based that I can be good at it, because like I'm good at like strategy or whatever. I'm good at clicking on stuff and choosing things. I can do that. I get very, very scared and overwhelmed with like timing, because like I'm not very good with like controllers in general and like 3D space and stuff. So I get very I like really panic if there's like any kind of like time limit. So I think that part of the reason why I really got into Baldur's Gate was because it was turn-based, so I was able to like just relax and think about what I was doing, and it was like felt more like a puzzle. But I got super into it, and I really was, I mean, honestly, like I kind of still am like in the Baldur's Gate like fan community. I'm in the AO3 tags, if you know what I mean. Okay, cool. I remembered that her torso continues underneath her hoodie so that it can be rigged to bounce if necessary. So I fixed that, make sure that everything is all complete under there. And I also want to darken up this section here to differentiate a little more from the background, or not the background, from her other arm. Okay. When I divide this up, this back part will be actually behind the torso, and I'll like complete it a little bit more than this, but for now I'm just gonna go up to the edge like that. Okay. So I'll color some lines maybe for her body, and then move back up to the hair and face, and maybe do some fun accessories. And that could be fun. Okay, oh my gosh. I'm at the mercy of my own layers. Oh my goodness. 7 random doodle time. Oh nice, so you are going to draw a little bit, that's fun. That's very nice. Okay. Oh my goodness. Lower torso, there it is. Okay, it doesn't look like I had any liner and color for the skin picked out, so I'm gonna go with something warmer to make sure that she continues to look kind of like alive and stuff. And the pants. Okay, so it looks like we're doing pigtail scrunchie as a compromise. I'm okay with that. There. I feel like that honestly helps so much, like coloring the line art really like making like some edges more important than others is like super helpful for the design, I feel. Cool. Okay, the strappy lines are also in here. Scrunchy obtained. Indeed. Okay. Do all of these. Cool. Oh, and then this random little line here too, which is maybe not really correct to exist at all. gonna find my behind arm lines. There they are. Okay, I gotta pick a color also for the hoodie colored line. I feel like it usually, if I'm doing colored line, oh yeah, it's down here. I feel like it's a good idea usually to go like a little bit like more saturated than the base color. Yeah, that's nice. Isn't it just coming together? That helps so much. Time for the upper torso lines, which is a lot of the lines. No, that should stay black line, I think. That's too much. Back to how you were. Back. There we go. But this one. Okay, time to take another sip of water and a stretch. Everybody remember to stretch and drink water. Stretch, 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 stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. I always try and make my water drinking sounds really quiet as possible so that it's not a terrible auditory experience. 7, you refuse to hydrate, but it's so important to hydrate. Oh no. Yeah, that's looking good. I think like keeping some of the black is important. Cool. Having a little bit of a difference between like the, oh, come back here, brush. Some of the like darker edges that are a little bit more important. I think it just helps also like clarify a little bit, like this here should be more important than like the texture lines of the edge of the sleeve. The cuff of the sleeve. That's what you call an edge of a sleeve. Up here as well, along the top edge of the hood. There we go. nice. Okay, cool. Oh, I have the hand. That's gonna be so great. For some reason, what's that on the lower? No, that's the upper torso. Adding colored line to hands is like magical to me. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, it just adds so much. Like, I think because you can make it like that sort of warmer and more saturated color for the lines, which adds a little bit to like the subsurface scattering, which is like basically the effect that makes skin look a little bit translucent, just the way that it absorbs light in a way that like solid opaque surfaces don't. That like quality of skin and other translucent items like fruit sometimes, jade, that kind of thing, like that quality is called subsurface scattering, and it really helps to have that on skin. And I think that like putting the colored line onto the hand is like creating that effect a little bit, and that's why it looks so good. But what's most important is that it just looks good. Should these nails be colored? They should be, shouldn't they? Let's see. Maybe grin. Maybe we can bring this color in now a little bit. This is an extremely backwards way to have the solid black and then to add the color over it rather than like lining it and coloring the line art. And maybe it's actually a bad way. Who knows? Okay, put a little bit of a gradient on there. Little green, like French tip looking nails. And then I'll put a little shine along the edge. A bit lighter. There. Now I really feel like I need to, I'll name that so I don't get too confused. Nail color. But I do definitely feel like I need to change the line art color on the edge of those nails because they look really jarring right now. They're standing out quite a lot. You can push that back by coloring the line art like this. Oh my god, Briar, it's storming right now. Oh. I love that. I love storm so much. I love storm and thunder very much. Oopsie doopsie. There we go. I'm still not totally sure about the horns. Maybe I work on them a little bit more. We already did get some beautiful rain here earlier today, so I don't feel like I have any right to demand storm, even though I do want it. I feel like also doing the colored line art in the hair is going to be awesome. I feel like it's going to really soften things in a really nice way, especially with the super light hair color. So Evan, you're gonna do a little outfit design? That sounds fun. That's like one of the most fun parts of doing a character design. I love it. Yeah, doesn't that look amazing? Coloring the line for the hair. It looks so good, like it makes it look so like silvery. Oh, I should go get the color that I already established down here. Ooh, the apartment smells like fresh bread. Does that mean that you chose a bread recipe and you put it into the bread maker during this time? Oh, no, I lost it. Oh my god, I love bread. Bread is so nice. I also feel like coloring in this line at the chin is like a huge moment in any piece of art. It's so important. Muse has onion bread being made. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. That sounds so good. That sounds like it would be in Redwall. That's like my metric for delicious food is like, would that be in a Redwall feast description? And that's just how I want to be eating all the time. And onion bread is for sure. They always have like nut and like cheese and onion bread, I feel, and like fruit cheese and stuff like that. Oh my god, it's so good. Although I think they might be generally vegetarian. I think little animals of Redwall are potentially don't eat meat. They do eat cheese though. I wonder where the cheese comes from. They definitely eat a lot of cheese. Who are they milking? Oh my god, yes. Yes. Briar, I really want the onion bread very much. I want it. Yuria from the mouse cows? I don't think there is such a thing as mouse cows. I hope there is no such thing. Is there just cows, I wonder? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just quickly look it up. Where does the milk in Redwall come from? Oh my god. Okay. Incredible news, everybody. The Redwall animals are vegan. Milk, quote, milk in Redwall that they use to make cheese is a sap of a plant called green sap. It's like this stem of a plant that like produces this kind of like milk like probably kind of like a dandelion does, you know? But I think it's actually a made up plant that is only from Redwall. Yes, milk, cheese, and dairy comes from the sap of plants. Yeah, cows do not exist in the Redwall universe. Okay, well there you go. Okay, now we know. Who are they milking? I had to know. I wanted to know who they were milking. It had to be someone. But it turned out it was not anyone. So don't even worry about it. Oh, heart-shaped chicken parm sounds awesome. Chicken parm sounds awesome. Actually, I haven't had a chicken parm yet on my journey of being a meat-eating person. Yet. I don't want to overcomplicate things, but I do also want to soften. I think I should do the opposite of this and let it be. Yes, that seems so obvious now. Should be the inside that is lighter. What was I thinking? There we go. Yeah, that looks cute. I think that's good. I don't think I want to put the little anime eyelash shine though. I don't want it to become like too like anime looking. Whoa, that looks crazy. We're not gonna go with that, but we may go with something close to that. Yeah, like that. That's good. And I think you'll go underneath the headline so that the connection here is good. Wow. That looks crazy. I wonder if they should be a little bit darker. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now we need the little nose and the mouth. Nope. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll do this definitely more saturated though. And a bit darker. Yeah, like that I think is good. And then I always think it's really cute to do like the middle lighter. And for like the middle of the mouth to blend in with the lip color a little bit more, I think is very cute. Cool, it's happening, it's coming along. I'm still not totally sure about the horns, but I think that I want to doodle some little accessories. That's where my heart is at. I want to bring the pigtail back, and I want to at least like rough in like design sort of like where my accessories are gonna go. And I am holding off on the eyes because that's my beloved last step. pigtails, there they are. Oh, the pigtail lines I need to color as well. It's so, it stands out now so much now that I've colored most of the rest of the lines. I'll leave the separating line there because I'm going to cover it anyways. Oh, with a scrunchie. Oh. Go back. Okay, there we go. I think that these lines should maybe also fade their color a little bit to match more at the bottom. Oh, I seem to have done something a bit weird. Oh, it's because her shoulder is behind the pigtail, that's why the colored line is a little bit weird around there. Okay, cute, cute, cute. So yeah, I want this to be more of like a green, I think. Not quite that green though. Yeah, more like that. Cool. Yeah, that looks nice. I like the gradient on the lines of the hair as well. I think it looks cool. Okay. Where were her eyes? I do want to just color the line of her iris as well. I'm not going to fully, like, color them. But... Oops, oopsie. I just want to do like this, I think. Okay, cool. So, I want to draw some accessories now. She looks cute. She looks soft. I think it's good so far. There's my little sketch that I did. Okay, so yeah, usually when I do my kind of like designing, just like sketching, I'll like use a desaturated or a lower opacity layer in between. Oh, you want to binge watch movies on the couch with the demon girl? That's cute. That's nice. I'm glad if she has that kind of like cozy and fun vibe. I think that is definitely what I'm going for with her. Okay, so we're doing a scrunchie here. I'm gonna get a nice red to draw with so you can see what I'm doing super clearly. Seven, definitely very soft. That's good. Also went on a rant about how to make chicken parm and it was too long to set. Oh my god. That's delightful. I would love to eat some chicken parm. I feel like I love like eggplant parm. I feel like I get to have it so rarely. But it delights me, and I know that it is not as good probably as chicken parm, or at least very similar. I have to look up a reference for a scrunchie. They are, as the name would suggest, pretty scrunchy. Let's see what a good reference is here. Okay, I see. Alright. She has the anime Gaikou with a heart of gold vibe. I actually don't know what that means, but I trust that you are right. Oh my gosh, wow, scrunchie look hard to draw actually, but I'm gonna do it. It's got a lot of scrunch. Scrunchy, scrunchy. Yeah, it like kind of is just like that shape. Cool. Okay, we're getting there. I just need to make sure that it actually has like a little bit more of like a shape in relation to her actual hair and head as well. And Galco is like the shortened version of Galgaro stuff in Japan. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Okay, there. I think that has a little bit more comprehensible shape to it. Alright, cool. So some little... Okay, similar to Lolita, but instead of Victorian dresses, its focuses on Y2K fashion. Okay, yes, I have seen that. I do know what that is actually. I have seen that. I think that that is a little bit like, just in terms of like the clips and stuff, I think that is kind of a little bit the vibe I'm going for. I'm also going to look up a reference for some barrettes. I love references. Okay, cute. I feel like these like little flower shaped ones are pretty iconic. Like I feel like I had little plastic like flower shaped barrettes when I was a little child. And then I think just like the classic barrette shape too, I maybe want a couple of those with like this kind of shape. Maybe up here where it maybe actually could be useful to hold her hair kind of like behind her horns a little bit. Okay, cute. You know what I think also is a thing? Like, I think that this is still going to look awesome and is going to be very cute. But I do think that a lot of the times, these Rosa barrettes go in the place where her horn is. But it's okay. You can still fit in lots. Okay. I'm gonna look at a couple more references. Oh, I feel like little like smiley faces too would be a good one. That'd be cute. Little rainbows. Cute. Okay, I like the idea of a little rainbow. I hope I can fit one in on the side here. I can't really fit a whole lot, but I can try. Any plans for the rest of the week and weekend? You're gonna go for a little walk up the mountain, see some leaves and find mushrooms? Yes. I really want to take advantage of fall. I want to smell the leaves. I really want to get a pumpkin spice latte this week. I've already gotten a couple. It's not like I'm missing out on the season by any means. But yeah, I want to do that. I have a Halloween event also on Friday. It's not like exactly a costume event, but it's like a spooky vibes, kind of like tarot reading like thing. Kind of like vibey, just like spooky event. So I'm excited for that, and I'll still wear a fun outfit, but it's not a costume. Is that enough? I feel like, should I put them just in her like pigtails in general, I wonder? I'm gonna try it. Because I think also like a little smiley face is a cute idea. Especially like that also sort of like retro smiley face that has like little cheeks. Actually, I think it's kind of cute if like the ones in the pigtails almost look more just like little like stickers or sprinkles rather than like clips as much. I do feel like her hair has kind of like an ice cream like vibe a little bit to me. So I feel like having the little kind of like sprinkles vibe is adding to that feeling to me a little bit. Put a little like bow. I saw a lot of little like bow barrettes. How does that feel, putting like the little just stuff in the pigtails? What else can I do? What other little shapes? Maybe like a little cherry. I'll maybe just put where I want to have some stuff. Yeah, like not too many, but maybe like that. I don't know, let's try it. I think that could be cute. Okay, I need my scrunchy reference back. Scrunchy. Okay, cool. Yeah, she got so many knickknacks. She do got so many knickknacks, it's true. Scrunchy, scrunchy, scrunchy. I promise that this is what they look like. Trust me. Cool. Nice. I want all these shapes to be really like soft and round and cute. Do you guys know what I mean? Like for this, I feel like I have like just a like sensory memory of like what these plastic flowers feel like in my hands. Like I just feel like this is such like a like this was bigger and they have like little dots in the center and they're like made out of a single piece of molded plastic, and it has like the bottom part of the barrette has like a little nub that like clicks through the top part, like just bends a little bit. It's such a like specific like sensory memory for me that I like recovered when I like looked at a picture of it just now. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need to be too fancy. I feel like the shapes of these barrettes need to be super specific though. Make it obvious what they are. Bro, you know exactly what I mean, yeah? Little barrette. I think I was thinking that this would be one of those flowers too, on the side over here. Cute. Having them like come up over the edge I think is really important to how it is looking to me. Okay. I think I'm going to I'll finish the line art of these little new pieces, and then I think I'll just block them in. I don't think I'll fully render them. And then I want to do kind of like a final pass on the eyes, and then I think I'll probably sort of wrap up after that. But I don't want to cheat you all of seeing the eyes on stream. It's the best part. Coloring eyes is just simply the best part. Just trying to make sure these look like little also single pieces of molded plastic rather than actual little like bows or whatever, you know. Keeping it really chunky and kind of shiny. I'll put some cute like little shines and stuff when I am eventually rendering. I didn't fully make the shapes of all these, but and I haven't fully decided about the horns yet. I still might do something with them. Put a little like adornment of some kind. I think that would be cute. I'm not totally sure yet. Slipping around. Okay. So let's color these. I don't want to be introducing too many new colors at this point. Maybe something kind of from the family of the jeans for the scrunchie. So it's not like it's kind of blends with everything, but still like stands out enough because there isn't really anything that's blue like that on the top half here. But it's definitely a little bit more of like a neutral color. Okay, cool. So for these guys, they kind of need to be bright colors I'll try and keep it still kind of like unified and not too jarring or anything, but that is the style. If it's gonna be kind of the correct look, they need to be pretty bright. But I can still keep them kind of unified, you know, using colors from other parts of the artwork. Briar always like neon colors, yeah. Yeah, they're like really super bright, very like Lisa Frank. Kind of low trans colors. Sort of this whole design, to be honest. Specifically, remember neon green. I know. I think that is one of the classic colors. I feel that I don't want to take away from her eyes, so I'm kind of avoiding it, but I can probably put it into the like maybe the ones in her hair because they're smaller. I do feel like also like yellow like this. I feel like yellow and red are also big colors for these little things. Banana yellow, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that feels like distinctive to me. Make a little cherry red as well. Maybe one of these little hearts. And then banana. Pink heart. So far I kept them like pretty warm in color. But indeed I don't want them all to be. I'm gonna have to throw in a green somewhere. Some of these little circles are not anything specific, to be honest, but you know what? I think it's okay. Oh my gosh, I keep trying to snag the purple and then not snagging it. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, let's get a blue and a green in here. We kind of gotta. Maybe green for this random circle. I think that looks cute. It's not too extreme. Okay, I kind of do want to render a tiny bit. I'm gonna do a tiny bit. Just a little bit. I can stop whenever I want. Bri, you love it. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I hope you like your scrunchy reward. Just a little bit of rendering is a treat, exactly. The thing is, I could make them so glossy for render. That's fun. I want to make it glossy. Okay, I definitely want to put a little satiny shine onto this. I'm gonna go to a softer brush for that. Color shift a little. Nice. That looks kind of satiny, right? Like a nice little sort of silky scrunchy. Cool. She definitely has like sort of a green lighting thing going on with her, for sure. Is it gonna rain again? Or is it just windy? Maybe it's just windy. That would be so nice if it would rain. Oh my gosh, also, so here at my laboratory, there has been no hot water for like 4 days. Hot water is kind of important, it turns out. It sucks. The plumber has been by twice and like said that it fixed and it not fixed, and I still don't have no hot water. And I've been having to like boil water on the stovetop, and then like I'll like put a plug in the bathtub and I'll like boil water, and then I'll like fill the bathtub like I'm in like not even like I'm in like the Regency. Like, it's crazy. And let me tell you, it takes a long time to fill a bathtub with pots of water from the stove. You really do need to prepare your bath for like half an hour. It's not great. So hopefully that's fixed soon. It'd be pretty nice. I know! Why would he say that it's fixed if he hasn't checked? So the thing is that it's like the water heater is down in the basement, so I actually haven't encountered him either of the times that he's come by. He's just come in and out of the basement. So he hasn't been checking anywhere in like, you know, any of my taps. So yeah, I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, it does seem like, how could he think he fixed it when he didn't fix it? It sucks. But at one point, like just before I was streaming, the water was like not turning, like the hot water was like totally not turning on, like it was like spitting, and just like no water was coming out, which may sound like that is very bad, and it's a very bad sign, but my theory is that maybe it means that they're currently working on it, right? Maybe he's down there, or he was down there and he was fixing it. So maybe he'll be back by the time that I get off stream. Who knows, and I can have like a real shower tomorrow. Be awesome. Briar, do you not think that that is a good sign, that my theory that that could be good is not correct? I really want to go through and put like big sparkly glossy shines onto everything. Maybe once I've got like one layer of the sort of rendering like for the shading and stuff down, then I'll go through and do that. But yeah, 4 days is a long time without hot water, folks. So it's quite a while. It's not ideal. Oh no, I never want to see the properties tab, never. Get out of here, what's going on? Oh, I made a rectangle. I never want to make a rectangle. You love freezing cold showers? No. I don't like that. I haven't taken even one cold shower. I've been like bathing every day, but always through some sort of method of boiling water. I have yet to just succumb to the cold shower. I don't wanna. I know it's technically an option, but I don't like it. You feel like your life is in danger if your shower is cold. But you get so cold. You get unusually cold. It may be that your life is in danger in that case. Okay, I want to put some little sparkly shines on here. Briar agrees about the cold shower being a danger to life. I washed my hair today though in my sort of like boiled stovetop water bath, and it was such a process. Oh my god, I had to I kept 3 pots of water boiling on the stove as I was taking a bath, and then got up at some point and switched them all because I needed to rinse and refresh the water with clean water, and then I put 3 more pots on, rinsed my hair, got out, got the water, switched it. Oh my god, it was, I really felt like I have much more sympathy for people who had to bathe that way historically, and just how much work it is. I can see why you would only do that once a week, and then the rest of the week just a cloth and a tub would be fine. Especially if you're not wearing synthetic cloths, so you're not getting as sweaty and stanky. This is why we had maids. Yeah, for real. Oh my god. Really, if you work, running a household, if you were of, a class or whatever that, you didn't have a maid, and you were doing all of the food prep, cooking, all of the cleaning, preparing baths that way, doing laundry by hand, you would just need one member of the household to have that as a full-time job. It totally makes sense that that would just need to be someone's full-time, it is just an insane amount of work. Okay, what do I want to do here? Maybe vivid light? I think that's cute, so it retains some of its color. Okay, that's nice. Now it's time to take a pass at the eyes. Is it going to be my final pass in the eyes? We don't know. Usually I do more than one. I go in and then I try something and then I just redo it, partly just for fun because I like doing it so much that I end up wanting to do it more than once. I don't want to get too close to yellow though, I want to keep them in the green. get my textured brush back. Yes, yes. Okay, let's see. It's hard to keep it super light. Oh, that's good. Yeah, keep it really light, but also still have enough of like a chroma. Oh no. Sometimes my computer will it'll like make a little like chime notification every time I press certain hotkeys, and it's very annoying. And usually if I just click out of the window and click back in, it is fine. I hope that you can't hear it. I fixed it. It's not doing it now. But for just a moment it was doing it. And I don't know how to get it to stop, because I don't really understand my own computer. Oh, it slid away. Oh my god, I keep slipping around. I think it's looking good though. That's nice, right? It's like similar, because like the thing is I really liked how it looks. Like I don't want to lose just how striking it is, and I think it is nice to have a little bit of just like the simplicity there. So I'm trying to keep that, but just give it more dimension. That's fun. I think that's looking good. Now we can finally put some actual white in. I always avoid using actually like white, like pure white. It's not even pure white, look at it, it's a little bit green still. I always avoid using that until it's like anything that like actually would be like literally emitting light. Like the sparkles in the eye, like the absolute like highlights. And then I'll use a little bit, but I try and save it for that. And even when I'm using like this here might be almost pure white. Sometimes when you're using like dodge layers and stuff, it'll get there, so I try and like keep an eye on that and keep it with a little bit of chroma, not let it get all the way, because you want to sort of save that. I always think of like the values at your disposal as like you have like a budget where you can only like spend a certain amount of value, because you need to save some of the really light ones for the most important parts. Because like, you know, in this image here, like even though we have black along some of the edges, the highest point of contrast is the eyes, because we have like the black eyelashes against some of the like very light highlights, and so it makes it a real like focal point, as well as having a color that is like the most highly saturated version of that color in the entire piece. I'm gonna color the lines of these guys, and then I think that's probably where I'm gonna call it for tonight. I also, just in case it's relevant, I sometimes put my VODs up on YouTube as well. I usually record while I'm streaming, and then kind of decide after if I want to post it. I think the first part of me working on this one I did put up on YouTube, so that VOD is available. I know also for sure that both of my VODs where I went through my isometric library are also both up there. So yeah, even if it is faded from my Twitch, it is sometimes. Sometimes my VODs can still be found over on YouTube. Bambii on the go. 7, you hope if the YouTube friendos see this, they enjoy the Great Scrunchy Park. I'm sure that they will. I just felt like these were really like sticking out to me, the black edges in this, so I just want to get rid of them. And then we're gonna probably call it a night. Yay! I feel like could these be a little bit brighter? I feel like that doesn't ruin them. I feel like that is fine. I probably will still add to it a little bit more. I might do little decorations on the horns. I'm not really sure yet. I also haven't added any piercings, which I usually put like a couple little sums in the ear, which would be fun also for this design. Get a few more little cute accessories in there. Yeah, so I will do a little bit more. I probably will not on stream again though. I probably will finish this up on my own, because then some of the other stuff to do is to export it in all of its layers, which is super boring. And also draw some of the other poses, like the other expressions, eye closed, eye open, a bunch of different mouth shapes, and a couple, like special expressions, that kind of thing. Other arm pose. So it's just like, I think I'll be more efficient if I just sort of do that on my own to kind of tidy it up, take like a final look at it. And then, I should, we'll see what happens, but I hopefully will finish it up this month. Get it up onto my VGen sometime this month. So it is going to be a one-off adoptable pngtuber where it will be all exported in the layers that it needs to be in order to be rigged. So it's going to be all like divided up, have all those like mouse shapes that it needs. It won't be rigged, but it'll be ready to rig, basically like a series of like PNGs, and then I think also the Photoshop file that has the layers set up I've been putting in. But anyways, it'll be there. It'll be on my VGen, alongside my other, all the other stuff in my shop and my adoptables. I do have 2 other adoptables in my VGen shop that are from this series, that are the 2 other like demon girls. I actually have one right here that I also had up as reference, and then didn't end up really using that much, but I can put it over here. No, don't do that. There it is. I have a lot of trouble arranging windows on my screen. Anyways though, there she is. The sister, perhaps, or cousin of the one that I'm currently working on. So this one, and then one other one also is available on my VGen currently. Already all exported and divided up. So yeah. That is that. Yay, I'm glad that you enjoy watching me draw muse. I hope that it's enjoyable and relaxing for everybody. 7 is so pretty on, thank you. Okay, cool. Now it's time for me to decide if I want to raid anyone. Nobody that I follow is online because I don't follow that many people. I'll take a quick look to see if I recognize anybody, and then if it doesn't feel right to me, then maybe I just don't raid, you know? Sometimes it's like that in this life. And it just isn't the time. Let's see. There's definitely some cute looking models here, but yeah, I don't really feel like I can raid someone who I don't know. So I think that's just it for me. I'm gonna get stronger. I did raid successfully once and semi-successfully once. So, you know, we're working on it. We're growing, we're living and laughing and loving and learning. Thank you so much for coming by, everybody. Such a pleasure as always. Get my little eyes there. Yay! Yeah, thank you for coming by. I hope it's relaxing and nice for everybody, and I'll see you next week. When is Bambii gonna stream? Nobody knows. Not even Bambii. But sometimes on Monday, but also not this week. So you never know in this life when it's gonna happen. But it will probably be isometric tokens for my Patreon, maybe some spooky Eldritch Horrors and Halloween-y type tokens and that kind of thing. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I had a lovely time. I hope all of you did as well. And have a wonderful night. Good night, everybody.